Alright, this is mutation number 158, infection detected with Raynor P1. This is the first time, or one of the few times, that I actually make mech units with P1, and I thought it was pretty good. I tried pure bio and it didn't work. I'm using P1 actually because I want the extra life so that the explosions just they don't outright destroy me, and because I like messing around with P1. If it doesn't work, then I'll try something else, but I got pretty close, so I decided to just adjust the strat a little to see if it would work out better. Start off with 2 barracks, and we're kind of going for like a funnel type of wall so that the enemies will, the brootlings will focus on the bunker. Getting a second bunker on the right side, and there's a fire bats inside the first bunkers so that brootlings can get burned. I only need 1 fire bat, so I'm actually not gonna get the upgrades. And then here, the infested are here, so we're gonna wall that off, lure some here so that the banshees will have less to do. Clear this area and then clear the roaches. Banshees have AoE damage, which is nice. Then we're gonna send banshees northeast. Get our expo. Alright. So in the meantime, we're gonna get a second eBay. And then get some marauders and other infantry just on standby. Here we're going to use the Hyperion for the first escort wave. And then we're going to teleport here. My goal is to kill all the brood lords in all the areas because the brood lords are extremely annoying. Their broodlings will create more explosions, and that's not cool. Alright. So that was really close. I almost lost that bunker. Now that the suppression tower is here, I'm going to use the second Banshee call down. I put 15-15 Banshee Hyperion this time because I wanted to make sure I had Banshees for the suppression tower. I don't want to kill it because I want to stall so that I can power up. I can safely let Orana go down to about 3,000 HP. So I'm gonna damage the tower until it's all just about dead, and then hang out for a little bit so that I can power up before finishing off the tower. Orana will heal 5,000 HP, which is why going down to 3,000 is kind of okay. I should have just killed it now. It's going a little bit too low, and I didn't notice. So that was my bad. Sorry, Orana. Oh well, we'll be fine. At home, I completely walled myself in so that if I drop tanks on the inside, they won't move out even with F2A. And I'm gonna put 3 tanks in a triangle so that they can hit the infested marines no matter which angle they come from. So you see the triangle? Alright. And then we're gonna have an army here in the front, get up to 7 barracks. P1 can support about 7 barracks, and then when you max out, you add a few more. Alright, so you see tanks on the outside. Man, this was new. So here I want to use the Hyperion to like help weaken this wave, and then after weakening I send them down here to kill, if possible, kill the infestors plus the brood lords. That's really what I want. Kill the infestors plus brood lords. So if I can, I just Yamato them. Yamato the brood lords to make sure that they die, because the queens, man, love to heal the brood lords. Alright, you can see I have some tanks here. they're gonna help out a lot. I summon the Dusk Wings. I put them in the center so that they don't get hit by explosions. And then I'm gonna send them, let them do their own thing. My control is focused on a group of infantry that I have control clicked, or I have drag clicked. And I'm summoning more infantry to the tanks so that they can defend the tanks. They can make sure that the tanks don't get blasted by alien incubation and the explosions. I'm kind of short on gas because I'm actually focusing mainly on Marauders. Marauders have a lot more life, so I'm using mostly Marauders. So you can see I have quite a few tanks. And then kind of ramping up supply now. Gonna just hang around here. The roaches like to burrow walk, deep tunnel over here, or like crawl over and I can blast them. Okay, I have Dust Wings on cooldown, so I just send them, let them do their own thing. And I'm going to camp the next attack wave's spawn spot with Vulture's Spider Mines. I don't know exactly how many mines I need, but I'm just gonna use like a few, like 4 or 5. And then I'm gonna put the tanks here, just like so they're kind of safe, and then kind of push forward. Duskwings did quite a good job actually, cleared a lot. See here they're getting blasts and the AoE is nice, and we're going to use the Hyperion to kill stuff here. And then we're going to teleport this side to get all the infestors. Kill the infestors. And then come back here. Alright. Too bad it died to explosions, but it did its job. So most of the infestors plus Brewlords have died. So that was a big explosion. Alright, so the plan here, I'm going to siege the tanks in the spot northwest of Arana so that it can always protect the Arana no matter what angle the enemy comes from. So you see, I'm going to have, I lost the tank or so, but same plan as at first. My new reinforcements go around, go to the tanks, and then I control a small group to attack the suppression tower. Here I'm making more vultures to get spider mines so that they blast all these. Wow, you see, just 4 mines was enough. That was pretty good. I'm starting to bank up, which is nice. I don't remember doing this with when I tried without tanks. I just kept losing everything. Okay, dodge that, and then since I don't have a lot of like. My money's not infinite, so even though I have a big bank now, I don't want to lose anything if I can avoid it. Since I'm about max, I can add more barracks, so I add 1 more. I'm still making tanks occasionally, so I don't need like that many barracks. Alright, because of the tanks, they're gonna draw the aggro from away from Arana, and they're gonna like hit the aberrations, and the splash is really nice. The Marauders are beefy, so they don't die to Lurker Spines. I only really need Marines for like the high DPS against the Brutelings and against air units later on. So there's a Swarm Host, we kill that. Vultures, I wanted to keep them alive, but they're not F2A friendly, so sorry. They had to go. Alright, here still have quite a good number of tanks, so we're gonna siege them, blast away. This last Hyperion is here for the buff, the damage buff to the units nearby. You see that? Even if I get stormed, I'm still gonna survive. And that Corruptor again, just like in a different run, is helping so much. Helping a lot because it's slowing down Arana and gives me time, but without, and doesn't damage her too much. Alright, so we have about like a good number of tanks siege there to defend. And then I'm gonna make a bio army. I probably should have put some tanks at the southern edge of this cliff area, but sure, whatever. And then I wanted to spawn camp that next point, but I guess it didn't work, so it's alright, I guess. Still have 4,000 minerals, so that's cool. Here, starting to lose stuff, which is not cool. I have to divert my attention, and you can see there's one Brood Lord, and that one Brood Lord is causing so much trouble. So much trouble. I just summoned my Duskwings. Okay, finally got rid of the Brood Lord. Microing my heart out here so that I don't lose stuff. Well, just as I said that, lost a bunch of Marines, but I have 1,000 minerals, so that's okay. And then we're gonna take out this suppression tower. I'm saving the Hyperion for the next ones. I don't need it now. Okay, and now I want to camp this spot. Okay, now Hyperion's needed here. Kill that. Double towers. See, Hyperion got most of that, which is nice. And then that tower's gone because of my main force, and then we're gonna F2A up here, destroy them, and we're gonna just camp out here. The last wave is coming from the south. Blast them and buffer for the tanks. MVP tanks. I see that my natural's getting wrecked. Who cares? We did it.